Red 2 standing by, all for lit and in the green. Welcome back to Pokemon Emerald version. I have not done any of the off-screen stuff I wanted to just yet because, well, it's been absolute chaos on a personal level behind the scenes. We still have the same good old team. We are just about ready to go all the way back to Moss Deep City, where we can take on the gym and do a couple of other things along the way, because I could explore routes 132 through 134, but I think we've all had enough of the ocean for the time being, and I'm probably going to send people mad if I actually do spend any more time surfing. So we will just quickly jump back home, and we do have the Super Rod, I believe, because I found out that it's in Moss Deep. No, we do not have the Super Rod, but we can get it in Moss Deep. I genuinely thought it was in Pacific Lock. There's been a bit of thinking going on. I'm sort of planning what I'm going to do as far as Mario Odyssey goes. I think I'm going to keep what I have, because otherwise I'll get stuck trying to do it again and be an absolute perfectionist, and that will get us all nowhere. But we can actually have a proper look around Moss Deep City now. The team is still all good to go. We're around the level of Tate and Liza's team, but we'll see what we get. Okay, so there's a house here. So I haven't made a secret base yet, I can't worry about that. This, you will find out, is Steven's house. Yep. Rare rocks and stones assembled by Steve. He does actually have a list of his favourite rocks, and you get to find out a bit more of that sort of endearing, dorky side as the series goes on. Rightio, so that will tell you which Pokeblock your Pokemon likes depending on their nature. So that was actually pretty helpful. Now we don't want to go in the gym. This is a thing. Okay, mini games, Pokemon Jump. Make your Pokemon skip the Vine Whip rope with the A button. Only mini Pokemon around 28 inches or less may participate. Pokemon that only swim, burrow, or fly are... That's not fair. You should be able to put a bird in there because you can cheat. We should be able to just have it cheat, or maybe something that can levitate. Boo, that's not fair. Good things happen if everyone jumps in time. And Dodrio berry picking. Command Dodrio's 3 heads to catch falling berries. Press right, up, or left to move the heads. To play it, you must have a Dodrio. Well, we do, but I think those might be link cable games. Hello, sir. Life needs a sea to live, even though it makes its home in the land. Becomes soil and returns to the land. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. If Lily don't get you, Thompson must. Wait, netballs were actually in this game? Oh, righto. It's been a while. I am rusty. Oh, hello, you. Scarlet, feeling good? I'm doing great. I'd heard Moss Deep's gym leader is pretty strong, so I decided to come take a look-see for myself. But there's something wrong about this town. People are going on about a warning letter in the Space Center. I don't think it concerns me in any way, though. Get back here! Jerk. Boyfriend in Fortree. Rightio. So that's where that winds up. And where on earth do we find it? This must be it. There we go. Super Rod is really super, and yes, we do. So the interesting thing is, from this game onwards, the Super Rod tended to be in the post-game. It happened that way in Generation 2. But it went back to not being post-game in this, and now it has been post-game ever since. Well, I do have to surf. We are going to need a different Pokemon for diving. It's a white rock. It's a special meaning to the people at the Space Center. They put it here as their wish for their rockets to fly safely. When you make a wish, what do you use? Do you wish upon a star? A wish tag. Okay, well, obviously SpaceX might need a few wish tags to stop their rockets exploding. But I think we can actually go into the Space Center. Oh, sweet! Free Sunstone! Not gonna complain about that! Successful launch number 16. Demands perfection, not even a 1% margin of error, is it? Yeah, fair enough. Like, things going wrong in the space industry generally means people die, and that, to call it unfortunate, is kind of putting it mildly, but yeah. It's incredible technology, and it's even more incredible when you realise that your average mobile phone these days, and probably even earlier, actually has actually has more power in it than all the computers that sent people to the moon. Also worth noting, quite a lot of women were actually involved in the work that involved getting people to the moon. So we've had some incredibly capable women scientists over the years, and we deserve many, many more. Scarlet, have you read that proclamation already? Team Magma is coming after the rocket fuel on this island. I don't know what they need it for, but they can't be allowed to take it. I'll keep an eye on things for a while longer. In the meantime, why don't you go check out the town? This is... Oh no, we don't get to read... Now we get to read it. To the staff of the Space Center. How are you? We are doing fine, which is admittedly a blatant lie because I just saw a little girl snatch Groudon away from him. Anyway, we will soon visit you to take your rocket fuel. Please don't try to stop us. We will take the fuel no matter what. Let there be more land, Team Magma. Exactly what they need the fuel for is anybody's question. Maybe, I mean, you couldn't even run a car on that. But we've already seen everything we can see in Moss Deep and its surrounds, so it's about time we headed off to the gym. The puzzle has changed here as well. So they use psychic types, fighting or poison types will get the smackdown. Okay. So we can battle various trainers, and they will be psychics and maybe hex maniacs. There we go, just had to tweak a couple of small things. But I don't anticipate this being... Oh, I could have just battled a wild Pokemon. Dang. Yeah, I should have paid attention to that. Yeah, jeez, look at that defense. That is some good stuff. I'd say I would have seen that coming. I should have seen that coming, but that would be ironic. So, one of my friends has mentioned he always tries to organize things to do on the day of psychic conventions because, well, they obviously know it's going to be a good day. I'm not 100% sure if he's joking or serious, but it does seem like a good idea. I mean, they should know that things are going to be really good if they're genuine. Alright, so this takes me... Where do we wind up going anyway? Ah, step on those... Oh, that was supposed to be a double battle. I'm a dingus. But you can step on the different color buttons to proceed through the area. You'll move everything around on the conveyor belt. Truffle only has Shockwave to rely on, which is a bit of a nuisance. But Truffle's not taking a lot of damage either. Kind of the problem with Grumpy, its moveset is not great in this game. And I can't really rely on physical attacks. And nobody can learn really good fire attacks. I'll have to look up and see if Truffle does have any other options. Okay, so we've trapped Kadabra in a feedback loop. Alright, Confuse Ray is at least coming in handy, that's something. So, Future Sight does typeless damage in these games. From Generation 5 onwards, that is when it started doing typed damage. Alrighty, we got results already. So yeah, Future Sight I think also got a slight power buff. I will have to put the information up on the screen. There we go. Well done. Nice work, Truffle. We've got a lot... Ah, rightio. The gym is thematically double battles. And yeah, there are probably some bogus psychics along the way. Look, I can't necessarily tell people's future, but I can certainly tell you what my past was. Assuming I actually want to, I genuinely don't. Lots of stuff has gone wrong in there. And it also doesn't help that, well, I sincerely do not like photographs. That's one other thing that bugs me about my past. I have a very, very bad reaction to having my photo taken. And oh boy, was that a nightmare when we not only had to have staff photos, but do some promotional photos out in the field. Oh. Look, I got there and did it, but I hate it. Like, I absolutely hate having my photo taken. It's a genuine phobia at this point. Which is not helped by the fact I've got a face like a boot. I don't even like looking at my photos. Nice shot, Truffle. So yeah, that was fun for the whole family. Not really. So, I presume that Future Sight just works regardless. Like, if I knock out Zato, it still hits. Guess we're gonna find out. Maybe. Not really. I think we're going to wind up knocking out Giraffe Egg with Secret Power. So yeah, this has been a frustrating run at times, but I wouldn't change it for the world, really. And there we go. So we need to find exactly where we're going, because I really don't remember this bit of the map and what actually happens when you have Future Sight just sort of hovering around. Like, do we just sort of say, hey, good battle, and then we walk away and Future Sight slams into the wall or something like that? There are genuine questions that need answering about the Pokemon world. Lots and lots of questions. So, orange, blue. Ah, this is where I was first time. Nice. Continue the combination. A perfectly awful... I've just been talking about that! My photo! I've been talking about that. Are you a photographer? I've got nothing against them as individual people, but I hate dealing with photographers. So, I'm fighting a weirdo who thinks he's in a shonen anime, and a photographer. Just great. Oh. Right, Will-O-Wisp. And Kadabra. They're all going for Future Sight. Will-O-Wisp having 75 accuracy is a pain in the butt. Hooray, it did hit. So we can slowly chip away at Wobbuffet's health. A little bit late, buddy. A little bit late. I mean, it makes sense that it wants to be a bit slower than Joel, so Shockwave and a Confuse Ray just to be a pain in the butt. Speaking of pains in the butt, it's got to be doing that on purpose. There's got to be something. I mean, I know... Oh, yeah, Safeguard, that's right. Okay, Truffle, Psybeam, and Shadow Punch. Okay, it's just annoyed with Joel. It knows its doom is imminent. And, like, there's the interesting thing. Like, Doom Desire. It's very, very clearly just the edgy version of Future Sight. Yeah, why? It's a Steel-type move for some reason, but it sounds so stupid. It's just... Wow, don't cut yourself on the unnecessary edge here. I don't think I want rest. It'd be okay recovery, but I'm not that fussed about it. And Grumpig's attack sucks. In Gen 4, Snore might have been useful, but it's not very strong. Yeah, wow. Alright, Joel, punch it. I think Counter and Mirror Code have negative priority in these games too. Because it would be no good if you had something that was as slow as a wet week like Joel, and Wobbuffet was faster than it. Nice work, team. That big no is basically how I sound when I have to have my photo taken. I think we can probably just... I don't think we have anything for Picto boxes and anything, but I can just throw in a nice CDI Ganon quote here.
The chains!
Yeah, I think since I did some serious recording, I'm kind of proud of the fact that I recently did just a casual run-through of Metroid Prime Remastered and actually got through everything on memory alone. 100% on memory alone, finding all the scans and the pickups and things. The scans I would find, because I do remember where everything is, but I didn't have to look anything up for any of the pickups, which sometimes you need to do just to refresh because you can get a bit rusty. I was happy with that. It's really, really good actually getting back to that. It's just like nice casual run through. Experiencing another favourite game just for a bit of fun. Go this way, then we can wind up facing an old man. Look, it honestly doesn't matter how old you are, it's how old you feel and how well you've looked after yourself. I mean, I can still run around on the soccer pitch like I'm in my mid-20s. At the time of recording, I'm taking a bit of a hiatus because I've got really frazzled. And sort of how well you look after yourself and how old you wind up feeling. It's difficult for me because I'll still be running around like I'm in my mid-20s. I'm in my mid-30s, and my back is in its mid-70s. That is one of the unfortunate things. There is a point where you eventually just get diagnosed with old, and that's it. You can still do things, but you creak. Not for nothing did I describe the episodes of Banjo-Kazooie when I was in Rusty Bucket Bay, referring to me and the ship in the same breath. So, Giraffe Rig is certainly very agile. But not enough to dodge an ice beam. There we go. Not quite enough to get Joelle leveled up. Look, I may not be ludicrously strong, but I can go to ludicrous speed if you need me to. So where does this lead me to? Oh, we do need to go here. So we step on that, and yeah, we've got a path through. And then we go up here, we go through here, and blue. Alright, let me... Dude, I know how tenacious the psychic type can be. It's my favorite. Several times through the course of this project alone, I've gone on about how Game Freak needs to buff the psychic type because it keeps getting punished for their crappy programming decisions back in Generation 1. At least removing Pursuit did something, but it's still in a lot of situations where other types do what it can do a bit better. And I'm still sad about that. Hey, there we go. Still dismally slow. So we're just going on bases for defense, but base 130 is still pretty solid. And I think Joelle should take attacks reasonably well. This is not going to be the gym for Captain Toad. Captain Toad is going to get beaten up. To be honest, I am considering putting Heracross on the team. Alrighty, get our little Kiwi cat. Yeah, in between recording sessions, there was also Cat Commemoration Day. Every year on the anniversary of when we had to put Gracie to sleep, which unfortunately came just a couple of days after my nan's funeral, which was rough. We wound up having to... Nan's funeral happened, and then we had to put Gracie to sleep, and that was really, really rough. That was a rough time. So every year on that day, I put some flowers at the little cat cemetery at Mum and Dad's place and commemorate my grandparents and our cats. It always hits me a bit. I don't think you ever really get over those things, you just get better at dealing with the sadness. They could use some stronger Pokemon in all fairness. Oh well. Kiwi is doing her best. There we go. Well done, little cat. Kiwi still has a few more years in her yet. Don't know what my dad thinks of that, since Kiwi is prone to lap occupation. But we'll enjoy a few times with Kiwi still. I definitely do miss Gracie, Molly, Cleo, and Tilly. And little Em as well. Poor little cat didn't have much of a chance because she just got really sick. Make sure you look after all your pets and take good care of them. So that Hex Maniac saying what I do horrifies her. I do kind of resent that. Oh yeah, down there and then, like, damn it, wasn't quite paying attention, so I need to step on, down here, Then there we... I've overthought this a little bit, but now we can get through. We should be able to find that... There we go, the one we prepared earlier. And we are at the gym leaders. So their first Pokemon, you know what? Tsunama has this. Tsunama absolutely has this. And the Kiwi Cat is ready to go. Let's rock and or roll. Were you surprised? Were you surprised that there are 2 gym leaders? We're twins. We don't need to talk because we can each determine what the other is thinking, all in our minds. This combination of ours, can you beat it? I've missed this. The gym leader battle theme in this game, in this generation, is just so good. So they've actually improved their team this time around. Oh, nice. So we will drop a Surf in there and a great electric attack. Alrighty. Zato is faster than us. This presents a small issue, but I'm confident in my team. I'm a little sad. Claydol's going to take a bit of a sting. Zato is pretty fast. Perhaps if I drop an Ice Beam there and then a Shadow Ball. That's not going to go well for Kiwi. Alright, I didn't plan that out very well. I should have gone for... not Thunderbolt, Shadow Ball straight up. Or maybe even Attract. The Steel Falcon would have been a good one here. It's Claydol, unfortunate... Oh. At least they've got actual tactics and I can't knock them out in one shot this time. That Claydol is stubborn as a mule. But, okay. So we don't need to worry about that just yet. Confuse Ray's a problem, but we can punch Zato out of the fight. Tsunama means business. Claydol is very tanky, but it's not super strong. Definitely should have gone for the physical move because I forgot they had Calm Mind. It really is just like competitive Pokemon. You make one mistake and the whole house of cards comes crashing down on you. So we go for Surf again. We Shadow Punch Claydol. That thing is fast, comparatively speaking. Oh, how many critical hits am I going to wind up suffering? Oh, they're gonna Hyper Potion. Well, if they've used a Hyper Potion, I will too. Wait, so who's first? Tsunama, Pokemon. Switch to Falcon. Okay, maybe if I Will-O-Wisp because they'll have used Solar... Rightio, so here's my plan. They Hyper Potion... Just as I thought, they Hyper Potion Claydol. The Solar Beam comes in... Just as I thought, at Tsunama. That's at least 3! So Claydol's now out of the... Claydol is now incapacitated. I can switch into Truffle. Actually, I will just heal Joelle. Like I said, they've done it twice, I can do it too. Fair's fair. And that beeping will drive me nuts. Now we've got the fastest thing on the field.
Come on!
There we go! This is why we kept the Captain Falcon voice lines for moments like this. Play-Doh's special attack and... I'm going to have a counter. I need to actually put a counter up on the screen to see how many critical hits I have taken over the course of this battle. I mean, I didn't help myself by not using the physical move with my cat on Xatu, but the...
Yeah!
We should have the battle in hand. I mean, I'm pretty sure Truffle would have done a good job anyway. I am in so much pain. Sorry about that one, Kiwi. We did try, I just flipped a coin and I guessed wrong.
No! Not into the pit! It burns!
Thank you, CDI Ganon. You said it better than I could.
Come on!
I still do not have any luck on these things. Ugh. I'm so peeved. Legit, what is it only Roxanne that's actually gone my way for the most part? Maybe the battle with my dad. Good lord. Oh well, time to head out. Well, we will see what's happening in the next one and I'll be outside. Thank you very much for joining me. Till next time, this is Red 2, returning to base.